Yo, just like that, Are We in Jail, the vlog, episode 4, baby. Let's go. So this one right here is what they got wrong about my story. What everybody got wrong about my story. And I wouldn't imagine. They got just about every single thing wrong about my story. They seen the headlines. They heard the rumors, right? Standish this, Standish that. But what they didn't know is the truth. And that's why I'm here. Are We in Jail? The movement is to expose the truth. I want to get this all off my chest right here live for everyone, for the world to see. This is not for clout. This is not to ruin anybody's name. This is me taking advantage of my rights as a human being when I was wrongfully accused, convicted, detained, and thrown away in a foreign prison. This is everything that the people who don't have the voice could ever dream of right here. I am standing up for not only myself, but everybody out here who has been wrongfully accused or convicted of something. It's a crazy world out here, and this is my way of, shedding light on the truth. Like I said, this isn't to ruin no names. This is all truth, man. So if somebody's got an issue with these videos, whether it's friends, family, anybody, man, you don't have to watch this. But this is my platform to tell my story. And I made this movement so that this story could be told the best way possible. I hope y'all really, really, really are enjoying this as much as I am. Because honestly, man, without this, this is a story of gold. This is a complete story of gold. So what they got wrong about my story was pretty much everything. From the jump, everybody said, you should have seen the red flags and, all these things. And it wasn't about the red flags. This was a relationship I was invested in. I was invested in this. This wasn't a hookup. This wasn't a fling. This wasn't random. I loved this girl to absolute death. And I dated her for over a year, long distance. And I know it sounds crazy, but when you spend every day of the month, the year, the minute together, it starts to become real life. Call me crazy. That's a long distance relationship. We knew what we both wanted, but we just couldn't get it at that time. So we stayed patient for these 13 months. A lot of things happened. A lot of things. Too much to get into in this episode, but a lot of things happened, before we even met. And, it's not that I was being naive or, nothing like that. I was promised a life with this person. I was gonna, eventually be a citizen of Canada. And, to say that now, after what has happened it's chilling. I just feel like I was taken advantage of fully. Again, this isn't for clout. This isn't for revenge. This isn't to get back at nobody. It's not to ruin no names. This is just the honest truth. And just what I went through was very, very devastating. And I just wanted to get this off my chest. This isn't for any of that. I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of just people acting weird and people switching up. People are definitely watching and listening, but they're not making themselves known. And that's the weirdest part, because it's hard for me to decipher, who actually supports me in this current weird time of these unfortunate events. But I'm trying to make the best out of it. Are we in jail is more than jail. That's another thing I want to say. It's more than jail. Are we in jail it's not about jail. It could mean life in itself. Are we in jail? It could be life itself. It could be the daily job, jail. It could be going to school, jail. Are we in jail is more than just jail, quote unquote. I want everybody to definitely understand that. It's way beyond that. But I love this girl to absolute death, and I had promises with this girl, and I had plans with this girl, and we had talked about so much. I love this girl to absolute death. Call me crazy, call me stupid, call me what you want. But at the end of the day, I loved this woman dearly. I have never in my life, I'm 33 years old, I have never in my life loved a woman like I loved this woman. You got to understand, this wasn't random. I got my passport and went to another country to meet this woman. Far from random, majorly planned, a lot of money, behind this. It wasn't just, oh, let's do this. No. It took months. It took months. From the passport to the just trusting each other to where we think in person, we are both on the same page. There was a lot of non-trust, in that, unfortunately. But yeah, this was far from random, man. Far from random. I have gotten so many crazy things, why would you do that? And, I did it for myself, man. Everybody has to understand that, whether you're watching as a fan, whether you're watching as a hater, whether you're watching to be a nosy rat, whether you're watching because you're her family and you guys think you can sit here and stalk me and have something to say always, that's okay. That's okay. I wish everybody much success. And karma plays its role in everyone's life, and I'm positive that karma will come, because this has all just been wild. I have to thank everybody for the support. It's really exposed a lot of people in a lot of different ways, this movement, for sure. And I do want to say the two things, I'm going to show you guys, two things that I actually made it home with after I survived a foreign prison legally blind. Two things that I made it home with that I didn't go with. Mind you, I went for a woman and a life. I came home with a rosary from Edmonton Remand Center after spending several months in 23-hour one confinement. No visitors. Only phone calls. The second item, comic book Bible. Comic book Bible. Now you tell me, by the grace of who did I go to a country, face in court a murder for hire, on top of allegations out of this world, and I came back with a Bible and a rosary? Now, if that don't give you chills, you can look at my chills. Are we in jail? It's more than a movement. It's more than a declaration. It's more than a way of life. It is everything. It is life itself in a whole. No matter what you're going through, no matter where you're at in life, no matter what job you're working, no matter what clothes you're wearing, no matter what credit card you're using, are we in jail? You have to ask yourself, are we in jail? And that's why this movement is so amazing. The Bible and the Rosary, man. I went to another country without those items, and I came back with those 2 items. So it really does blow my mind. It's just one of those weird things. Like, wow, this has really happened. But yeah, that's what they got wrong. You know, there was a lot of things that were wrong, but that was some of the main tips that were wrong. You know, I love this girl to absolute death, and I put trust in her. I wouldn't have got my passport and went to a whole other country if not, or if it was anything different. And I also have to say this: the United States failed me when they came and swatted my house in February of 2025. Because when they swatted me, they said it's a do not contact, verbal warning, nothing more. And I said, for what? We can't tell you, just the do not contact, nothing serious. Well, you know, 2 months into prison, I find out in court that she called in a murder for hire at that given point. So, what the fuck, United States? You came and you swatted my house. Gave me you served me with a DNC verbally. You didn't leave me no paperwork. Did you guys know about a murder for hire? Isn't that serious enough to at least take serious? I don't know. I still haven't put all that. I haven't understood that. I think about that a lot. But I would have never went to Canada, for one. For 2, I would have never spoke to her again if I knew she had called in a murder for hire on my name. You really think I would have went to Canada knowing, oh yeah, I'm going to Canada, knowing in my head there's a on my name? Come on. That's crazy. So not only was I failed by the US, Canada, both systems, and I was completely set up by these 2 people. And justice will be served with this movement. And it's just very sad, man. I love that girl to absolute death, man. Our daughter as well. It's just very sad, man. I was actually locked up on my daughter and her daughter's birthday this last go. So happy birthday to them too. And yeah, man, I'm wearing the Free Standish t-shirt. This has got the Standish913.com logo at the top. It's got the Canadian flag. It's got the American flag since it was international, of course. Got my photo everyone knows of, my Driven jacket. Shout out to Driven Apparel, my sponsor for the last 6 years. This right here was around 40 some odd days in right there. That's a visitation call. My mother had to screenshot that. You can't do nothing. That was a visitation screenshot. So luckily I got that. In the back of these t-shirts are this right here. They say, "Are we in jail?" on the front and back. Free Standish, man. And then we've also got the prison jumpsuit orange. Are we in jail ebook based on a true story. Let's go, man. We sold a lot of ebooks too. So yeah, we got the orange jumpsuit ebook t-shirts. And then also we got the black ebook t-shirts, which is personally Standish's favorite. The ebooks are only fronts, and the Free Standish is front and back. So if you guys want those, that jumpsuit orange is nice too. If you guys want those, man, DM me on Instagram, send me an email, go to my website, fill out the form. And yeah, I'm doing funding still, obviously, for the documentary. Shout out to everybody who's donated so far. We got more than 10 donors so far. A couple celebrity chefs from Hell's Kitchen, a couple of the homies. Yeah, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Are We in Jail? The vlog, episode 4. I'm Christopher J. Standish Jr., and I'm the legally blind U.S. citizen that was wrongfully detained, accused, and convicted of things that were never, ever true. I hope y'all enjoyed. Until episode 5, baby, let's go. Standish 913, the place to be, and the place to be is Are We in Jail? Let's go. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe. Let's get it. Yeah.